Characters tend to evolve based on practicing the skills they do most. If you do something well, you'll be successful at it later. You're likely to be successful at it later. Characters do not arbitrarily improve. I like this. Characters do not arbitrarily improve on abstract elements such as levels or experience points. I am a fan of that. I'm a fan of that, especially if in order to go up, I've been thinking about that when we were talking about something like, let's call it a class progression for lack of a better term at the moment, where let's say you're starting out as a squire and your goal is to get knighted. You want your character to get knighted. And if the character doesn't make knight by a certain time, then they're going to have to be over in the fighter and a man-at-arms of some kind. And you're not going to have that. So there are certain things you've got to have on your character sheet in order to become a knight. Like you're going to have to be good at riding. You're going to have to be good at horsemanship. You're going to have to be good at mounted combat. There's going to have to, Hackmaster does this. We looked at that when we were looking at this kind of thing. So what is it that a knight should have? And here's the kind of stuff. A way that you could do it, if everything is just leveling up, is that if you're a squire and you level up to level 5, then okay, you will have everything, all of your prerequisites that you need in order to become a knight or something like that. And that is a rather arbitrary way. It doesn't matter what you did to gain those levels. You just get those levels, and so you get all of the stuff, and then you qualify for knighthood. But on the other hand, if that's your goal, you need to make sure that your character, you could miss your goal. Like in that case, as long as you're leveling up, which in many games where you're leveling up, yeah, you're going to be leveling up. As long as you level up, then you'll eventually qualify. But I kind of like something like this that would make you deliberately take some choices about what you're doing. If you need to be good at mounted combat, like at a certain level, you got to be this level of mounted combat in order to qualify to be a knight. Then at lower levels, let's say, you need to be practicing and trying to make sure that you don't need to be doing nothing but archery. Right, that doesn't make sense, right? If you do nothing but archery for 4 levels, if in just a complete arbitrary abstract system, then you can do archery for 4 levels, and then when you hit 5th level, okay, you hit everything that you need to be a knight. I prefer to be a system that if you want to be a knight, you got to get yourself up to this level in mounted combat or whatever. That means you cannot be the archer. If you spend a lot of time being the archer and you don't actually develop the skill set in your knightly skill sets, then you're going to have to do something else with yourself.